need to understand. Okay? Now, management accounting. What is management accounting first? That is not written anywhere. I am just saying from my own understanding. Because I treat myself as one of the best person in management accounting. ठीक है? बोलेंगे सर अपना मियाँ मिट्टू बन रहे हैं. जो सीए वगैरह में जब मैं पढ़ाता था 10-11 years पहले, मैं केवल मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग पढ़ाता था. I was not teaching financial accounting and finance subject to them, only management accounting. So Prakash Saraf is specialized in this subject. ठीक है? मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस से, अपने नॉलेज से मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग क्या होता है आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग, इफ यू ब्रेक द वर्ड्स, मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग. Management means in the company, the top management, the board of directors, CEO, CFO, senior managers. We say them as management. Management is accountable for their performance in the organization. मान लीजिए सराफ एकेडमी में मैनेजमेंट टीच प्रकाश सराफ, विरीसा सराफ. We are the CEO, CFO, directors, karta dharta, everything. I'm not saying staff are not there. But the managerial person we have me and my wife. So we are accountable whatever is happening in the Saraf Academy. Maybe relating to students' pass rate, maybe relating to business registration of the students, maybe relating to any staff issue, maybe relating to any operational issue, anything. We are responsible. In my organization, it's small organization, 15-20 persons are working, including everything. So it's not a big organization. But in a bigger organization, having 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 50,000 employees are working. Obviously, the difference between Saraf Academy and that organization will be very different. In that organization, the management cannot manage senior matters and operational matter together. In my organization, if there is any operational matter, we are dealing. I am dealing. If there is any senior matter, I am dealing. But in bigger organizations, say Reliance, Mukesh Ambani, or any other director, CEO, CFO, they are not dealing with day-to-day matters or small matters of the. Small means they are important, but they are not getting those they are not managing that. Management has very limited time. Management persons are very busy. So management accounting deals with helping management to take right decisions based on the information. If the information given to the management in a right structure, in a right way, in a right presentation, then the management based on that information will be able to take correct decisions for the organization. So what is accounting? Management accounting. Accounting means giving that information to the management to take informed decisions, to take correct decision. Management require information in the business to take decisions. Those information will be given through accounting. When those information will be given to the management, then management will be able to take correct decisions for every type of issues in the organization, for a development of the organization. Suppose Saraf Academy want to start teaching another course. कोई नया कोर्स लेकर आना है. Whatever I am teaching, other than that, a new course. This decision will be taken by management only. In Reliance, they want to separate Jio Financial Services from the Reliance umbrella. They have already separated. If you are doing in share market कुछ भी नहीं करते तो भी रुचि रखिए. माने if you are studying accounting, business and finance, economy में क्या हो रहा है, politics में क्या हो रहा है, थोड़ा उसको भी देखिए. If you are a genuine student, you want to develop your career in education. आपको पढ़ने के साथ साथ दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. सो रिलायंस का जो जियो है, रिलायंस का ऑयल है, रिलायंस का रिटेल है, बहुत सारा बिजनेसेस है, सब रिलायंस के अंदर है. रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज लिमिटेड रिसेंटली अराउंड 1 month बैक उन लोगों ने रिलायंस में से जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज बोलकर अलग किया है. एंड जिसके पास भी रिलायंस का शेयर्स है, दे आर गेटिंग द जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज का शेयर. आई हैव गॉट जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज का 355 शेयर्स, and I have already 450 shares of Reliance. मेरे को जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज का शेयर के लिए कोई पैसा नहीं देना पड़ा. जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज का शेयर मार्केट में yesterday लिस्टेड और डे बिफोर yesterday, डोंट रिमेंबर. द शेयर प्राइस इज 250 rupees plus, around 230 or 250. Whereas the shares valuation when they are separated from the Reliance is 125 rupees. मेरा तो 125 भी नहीं लगा, never. 250 rupees into 355 शेयर मेरा गेन है, बिकॉज आई एम द रिलायंस शेयर होल्डर. और ऊपर से रिलायंस का शेयर का दाम भी बढ़ रहा है. दोनों. द रिलायंस जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज इज नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. बैंकिंग बिजनेसेस दे आर द थर्ड लार्जेस्ट on the day of establishment only. And what they are going to bring on the table, that's fantastic. वो लोग जो भी करने वाले हैं. इसीलिए मैंने रिलायंस का शेयर लिया है, लेकिन उन्होंने रिलायंस जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज को अलग कर दिया है. इट्स अ सेपरेट कंपनी, सेपरेट ऑल टुगेदर. दिस रिलायंस और रिलायंस जियो फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज सेग्रीगेशन, मेकिंग अ सेपरेट कंपनी, taken by the management decision, taken by CEO, CFO, Ambani and all that. How they have taken this decision? Accountant has helped them to provide the data. Based on that data, the management has been able to take this decision. It is not a takeover merger. It's my business only. I am doing a separate entity for that. It's not that. But this decision cannot be taken without the management thinking long term, without the management having all the information from the accountant. So what is management accounting? Management accounting is preparing the accounts, not PL account, balance sheet. Preparing the accounting details which will be given to the management for taking informed decisions. For takeover, mergers, new product launch, fundraising, debt, equity, for tax pay, anything. A management accountant is a link between the two. Management और accounting दोनों के बीच में link कौन करता है? Management accountant. Management accountant is talking to accountants, asking them to develop the data like this, make the information like this, use this software, use this IT, and then those information in a structured way are going to the management. The management is using those information, asking the management accountant what should be done, taking their help, and then the management is taking the decisions for the organization. यानी कि management accountant is not there, nothing can be done. अब समझ लीजिए. You can say management accounting is related with MBA. Business को manage करना. Management accountant is going to give information to the management by taking from the accountant, by putting the systems and software and all that, which will not help only in financial area. Financial, HR, market, technology, सब कुछ. Management accountant are brain behind the business. उनको सब कुछ पूरा मालूम है. They are not like financial accountant knowing only the accounting knowledge, knowing only the financial statement preparations, they are auditing and all that. They are the brain behind the business. Matlab, when you study management accounting, it's not any particular field. It's everything you need to study. You need to study IT also, you need to study HR also, you need to study marketing also, you need to study, what do you say, business scenario also, external environment, and everything. You want to say yourself as a management accountant only when you have these skills. So whether you do an CA course like ACCA or CPA or Indian CA, whether you do a management accounting course like CIMA, CMA US or Indian CMA or any course, management accounting is a part of the syllabus in every course, and not once, twice, thrice, again and again, at lower level, medium level, highest level. In every course it is at 3 different levels. Even in ACCA also, management accounting, lower level. The next subject, performance management, advanced level of MA. And the next subject, advanced performance management, further advanced level of MA. मतलब management accountant के बजाय दुनिया नहीं चलेगी. It's not possible to run the show, to run the organization, to make the data, to make the software, to make the IT, to help the management, to take the decisions. कुछ संभव नहीं है. if the management accountants are not there. You can see what is management accounting and what is the job of the management accountant. They are the right hand, left hand of the management. मैनेजमेंट को जो भी चीज चाहिए, जो इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए, वो मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट ला कर देगा. कहां से? अकाउंटेंट के साथ मिंगल करके. By talking to accountant, by dealing with them, the management accountant will bring the information on the table of the management in a structured way, in a proper way, which will help the management to take the informed decisions. अगर कंपनी का कोई डायरेक्टर्स मीटिंग है, कंपनी का शेयर होल्डर मीटिंग है, कोई भी तरह का मीटिंग में डिस्कशन, मीटिंग में डेटा, मीटिंग में सब कुछ मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट ला कर देगा. अकाउंटेंट से बनवाएगा, मैनेजमेंट को देगा, and then the decision will be taken in the organization. So management accounting can be said as decision making skill. Decision making technique हम बोल देते हैं. टेक्निक. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग इज डिसीजन मेकिंग टेक्निक. ठीक है. हेल्पिंग मैनेजमेंट through accounting data to take informed decisions, to take informed decisions. The job will be done by a management accountant. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट. अकाउंटेंट लोगों से डेटा बनवाना और उसको मैनेजमेंट को देना इन ए स्ट्रक्चर्ड, इन ए प्रॉपर वे, सो दैट मैनेजमेंट कैन टेक इन्फॉर्म्ड डिसीजंस. सो मैं अगर इसको मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट एमए लिखता हूं, so a management accountant need to have knowledge of all the areas. कोई चीज भी उसको नहीं हो सकता जो नहीं आता. ठीक है. All the areas means accounts, finance, HR, marketing, then environment, accounts, finance, HR, marketing, environment, or you can say IT. कोई है तो आपके सिलेबस में सब कुछ है. How a management accountant will be dealing with HR matters, marketing matters, environmental matters, IT matter, accounting matter, finance matter, और भी कुछ ऐड करना है, सब हो जाएगा. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग को सब आना चाहिए. ऑडिटिंग, टैक्सेशन, कोई चीज है ही नहीं जो उसका फील्ड में नहीं आता. सब कुछ उसको आना पड़ेगा. अदरवाइज वो डेटा गैदर कैसे करेगा? अदरवाइज हाउ ही विल बी हेल्पिंग द मैनेजमेंट with the correct data, structured data, proper information, so that the management can take informed decisions. वो तो हो नहीं सकता. So gone are the days management accountant केवल costing करेगा, cost निकालेगा और बोलेगा ये दाम में product बेचना है, variance निकालेगा. Those days are gone. The management accountant job is very vast. They are the brain behind the business. They will help the business to grow. They will help the business to manage the problems. They will help the business to change IT. They will help the business to have the information in the right time, in the right way, in the right format, so that the organization can take correct informed decisions. तो बोलेगा सर फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग क्या है? फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग है, यू नीड टू मेक पीएल अकाउंट, बैलेंस शीट, कैश फ्लो, नोट्स टू अकाउंट्स एज पर डेजिग्नेटेड गाइडलाइंस. पीएल अकाउंट का फॉर्मेट, बैलेंस शीट फॉर्मेट यू नीड टू मेंटेन. Accounting standards are there, you need to follow. IAS, IFRS. That is public document. The financial accounting will be given to general public, shareholders and everybody. So it has to be followed a particular guidelines. But management accounting, there is no guidelines. There is no management accounting standards. It's upon you how you want to bring the data, how you want to prepare, how in what format, in Excel, PDF, whatever. जो क्या कॉलम होगा, क्या रिकॉर्ड्स बनाने, ये सब आपका मतलब है, कोई उसका फिक्स्ड रूल नहीं है. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग डेटा may be required at regular intervals, but financial accounting data are not required at regular intervals. They require at the end of the year to file the income tax return, to make the audit report ready and all that. Financial accounting reports are given to the shareholders, general public, on the website of the company. But the management accounting details are not given to anybody. They are secret. They are being kept by the management inside. They are protected by the password and information. So they are not shared with anybody. Because you are not going to say your caliber, your core competency to somebody else. Otherwise, so they will copy. Nobody is saying that what is the cost of producing goods and services in an organization. But everybody is calculating. But that is not the public information we are going to share. So management accounting is internal and financial accounting is external. Management accounting is, there is no fixed rules, no guidelines, but financial accounting has fixed rules and annexures. Financial accounting is given to the general public shareholders, but management accounting is internal, given to the designated person, to the management whom it is required. Management accounting frequency is very high, but financial accounting reports are presented one time in a year. For financial accounting, there is an independent auditor required, auditing for purpose. Management accounting, no independent person required. It's a management accountant. They are the right and left hand of the management. They are required for managing management accounting matters. It's a two different field. दोनों का एक दूसरा से कोई मिलन नहीं है. कोई मिलन नहीं है मतलब, for management accounting you require financial accounting data. That I am not saying. But management accounting पूरा अलग है as compared to financial accounting. मैनेजमेंट को डिसीजन लेने के लिए जो डेटा, जो इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए, हमें उसको वो प्रोवाइड करना है जिससे कि हम लोग सही डिसीजन ले पाए. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग का पर्पस यही है. दिस इज द पर्पस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग. नाउ अंडर मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग वी सी कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग. देयर आर मेनी ब्रांचेस. कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग मतलब earlier, if you go 15, 20, 25, 30 years back, then we use the word in place of management accounting, cost accounting only. इंडिया का CMA इंस्टीट्यूट, पहले क्या बोलते थे? इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कॉस्ट एंड वर्क्स अकाउंटेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया. अभी बोलते हैं इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कॉस्ट अकाउंटेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया. बेसिकली मैनेजमेंट, दे आर गिविंग द डिग्री CMA, मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग डिग्री. सो दुनिया में 20-25 सालों में देयर आर चेंजेस. We don't use the word cost accountant, we use the word management accountant. When we used to use the word cost accountant, then they have the sound knowledge of cost. बोलेगा कॉस्ट में क्या नॉलेज है? कोई नॉलेज नहीं है. बहुत कुछ है सर, चैप्टर ही चैप्टर भरती है कॉस्ट के ऊपर. यू कैन से दैट फॉर द टाइम बीइंग योर सिलेबस 70% इज कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग ओनली. इट इज नॉट मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग. फॉर द टाइम बीइंग योर लोअर लेवल सिलेबस इज कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग ओनली. What do we mean by cost? Suppose मेरे लिए cost is, what is the cost of one student in the class? What is the cost of 1 hour training classes? What is the cost of study material? What is the cost of providing service to the students? हर organization में जो भी product and services they are offering, then they need to calculate what is the cost. Why they need to calculate? Because on the basis of cost, they will be able to sell their product. On the basis of cost, they will be able to analyze what price they should charge in the market. Once they know the cost, they will be able to control the cost. Once they know the cost, they will be able to analyze how the cost can be reduced. Once they know the cost, they will be able to analyze where the cost should be changed, how it can be changed without compromising on the quality. So knowledge of cost accounting, knowledge of detailed explanation of cost, a cost accountant is required. Why? Because when they will give cost information to management, then the management will be able to take informed decisions. So cost accounting is a part or is a branch of management accounting. Now there are different ways by which we can understand cost. Cost by behavior, cost by, what do you say, nature, cost by functions. आप बोलेंगे I am not getting this. I have not given example. Just wait and let me give examples. Cost by behavior, direct, indirect. Sorry, cost by behavior we should be saying fixed and variable. Cost by nature we can say direct, indirect. Cost by functions we can say administrative, manufacturing, marketing functions. There are many other classifications. Every classification has a different use, different benefit, different reasons. Suppose I am saying cost by behavior, variable and fixed. In my case, my organization, what is variable cost? Variable cost is GST. Variable cost is amount payable to the software IT person, IT developer for every student. Then in my organization, what is fixed cost? Staff salary. Whether the number of students are 1,000, 900, 1,200, staff salary is fixed. Electricity, internet, power, depreciation, rent, all these are fixed cost. Fixed cost will not change by change in the output. If the number of students go up, go down, fixed cost will remain same. But the variable cost will increase and decrease by increase or decrease in the number of students. Normally, I generally say in the classes, for every student, my variable cost is around 30%. 18% is the GST and 12% is IT related expenditures. Per student, 30% is variable cost. Other than the registration of the student. And then there is registration if you are an ACCA student. If you are a CIMA student, there is no registration cost on your behalf. I am paying to the institute. But in ACCA student, every student £30 payment to the institute for registering the student. £30 into approximately 107, 108 will be coming around 3,400, 500. So for every student in ACCA, there is a cost of around 40 to 45% variable for every student. That money is gone once the student joins in, usi samay. And then you can say that there is a fixed cost. Now you can say that suppose nowadays we have changed our fees 5 days back. The fees is 36,199, which you all paid 33,199. The fees is increased by 3,000, 36,199. So if the student joins in, 36,199 ka around 40% is a variable cost. The GST, the IT cost, the registration cost, it is around 40%. The balance 60% is not based on each individual student. You can say that for every student, the 60% is income. 33,000 into 60% will be coming around 21 to 22,000. मान लीजिए 22,000 income है. You can say income, but whatever the fixed expenditures are there, whether it's salary, rent, depreciation, power, electricity, internet, सभी कुछ है. Zoom subscription, all these things are there. Those expenditures are not dependent on a student. But every student need to pay for those expenditures. Every student need to bear that portion of the expenditures. But if the student is joining more or less, that expenditure is not changing. I always say that my monthly fixed expenditures are around 3.5 to 4 lakh. If you say upper limit 4 lakh. अब महीना में 0 student आया तो भी 4 lakh. And महीना में 200 student joined, then also 4 lakh. It is not going to change. That 4 lakh remain constant. So if I will not consider that 4 lakh per student, then my 60% is income. But if I consider that fixed cost also per student, then my income is not 60%. I'm not going into that detail, just make you understand that the variable cost will increase or decrease by increase or decrease in the output. But the fixed cost will remain constant. It will not change by increase or decrease in the output. In Saraf Academy, variable cost, including registration and all that, is around 40%. When a student makes payment, 40% money gone. Balance 60% is for covering fixed expenditures, and then something will be left with me. So indirectly, I want to say, if you are asking refund, think twice. Think 4 times. If your parents are asking refund, no adjustment, man. You need to understand that. You are on the other side of the table. Come in this side. Then you will understand. Then you will say, like my all the staff, sir, हम लोग fees बहुत कम charge करते. We should be charging more. I am charging this fees because of volume. My volume is very good. In all the courses I am teaching very good number of students. So for that reason the cost per student is going down if I want to cover the fixed expenses. For that reason the fees is one of the lowest in the world. But if a student join and after 2 months they will be saying, sir, I have paid for all the 3 subjects. Sir, I have paid for BT but I am doing on self-study. You can't do anything, man. You need to understand that's gone. You paid today, tomorrow it is gone. Because my job is to finish off all the things, your registration and everything, paying GST to the government, everything, that cannot be saved. So that is gone. And that cannot be done anything. So you need to why I am saying somebody, those who are saying this, to tell them that कि अब बाद में ये doubt raise ना करें. अपने मम्मी पापा या किसी को भी बोल दीजिए कि ये बातें ना करें, discuss ना करें. Because when they are doing somewhere job, then they are getting salary. Can they take the less salary? If they are doing business, can they charge less? That's not possible. There is a business system, there is a system which everybody needs to follow. So I mean to say that this fixed and variable cost is very important in deciding what should be the tuition fees. How many students I am getting? What each per student charges variable cost? How much I can charge extra so that I will be able to cover my fixed expenses and profit? मैंने आपका ट्यूशन फीस डिसाइड करने में ये सब सोचा है. बोलेगा आपने क्या सोचा, वो तो धीरे धीरे समझेंगे ना सर. But this variable cost and fixed cost classification is very essential for cost control, for pricing of the product, for attracting the customers, for competing in the market. बहुत जरूरी है. और इसके ऊपर बहुत सारा टॉपिक है आपका. This is behavioral classification of cost. Behavior में there is one more cost which is called semi-variable. मतलब which is not vary by per student but which is not fixed also. Suppose this Zoom subscription. If in the live class within 100 students are there, then the Zoom subscription is a particular amount monthly. But in the live class if more than 100 students are there, then 100 to 500 का slab में अलग charges है. If the live class more than 500 students are there, then अलग charges है. Now this is not variable. Per student there is no cost. But this is not fixed also. Whatever number of student, it is fixed. No sir. It is semi-variable. Some portion variable, some portion fixed. So relating to behavior wise, we need to understand there are 3 types of cost. And that is very essential to know, to do business, to do pricing, to do cost control, to become competitive. आपको बहुत जरूरी है वो cost classification जानना. Then another classification of cost is direct or indirect by nature. Direct cost means which is directly on you. Suppose अभी मैं आप लोग को पढ़ा रहा हूं. अभी जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी लग रहा है, अभी जो मेरा टाइम लग रहा है, वो पूरा आपके ऊपर है. So this is directly for you. But मेरा स्टाफ लोग वो आपके लिए कुछ कर रहा है, लेकिन अभी वो लोग सबके लिए कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे हैं. So my staff cost for all of you is an indirect cost. Directly means it is directly identifiable to the product, to the service. Indirect means it is not identifiable directly to that product or service. When you are offering your product or services, you can't charge less than the direct cost. You can't price your product less than the direct cost. It is very difficult to identify direct indirect cost. I will discuss later. But the classification of direct indirect cost is essential to costing a product or service. To decide about pricing. बोलेगा वो भी तो चल रहा था, ये भी चाहिए. And there are thousands of expenditures in an organization. Which one is direct and indirect we need to know. A management accountant should have good understanding. Functional classification of cost. Functions. Manufacturing, admin, selling, marketing, distribution. Different functions are there. R&D functions. In any organization, pharma company, toy company, any IT company, computer laptop company, they regularly need to do R&D. That is a separate function. उसका cost अलग होता है. Manufacturing, manufacture करने का खर्चा. Admin, manage करने का खर्चा. Distribution and selling, marketing करने का खर्चा. For every activity, for every functions, we have the resources, we have to allocate the funds. Then we can conduct our different activities, different functions. So functional classification cost is required, where you will allocate how much funds, how you will be able to improve a function, how you will be able to improve your product and services for the customers. फंक्शनल क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ कॉस्ट. एक होता है अगर किसी ने भी बचपन में कॉस्ट सीट वगैरह बनाया है, द कॉस्ट सीट इज प्रिपेयर्ड बेस्ड ऑन फंक्शनल क्लासिफिकेशन ओनली. इन इंडिया फॉर बिगर कंपनीज इन अ डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्री, कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग रूल्स आर देयर and they need to prepare their cost sheet of the product in a particular format as per the government guidelines. That is a functional classification of cost. Then there is a cost which we say as explicit implicit cost. Explicit मतलब पॉकेट से लगेगा, implicit मतलब पॉकेट से नहीं लगेगा. मान लीजिए मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूं, यहां का रेंट, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ये सब एक्सप्लिसिट कॉस्ट है, लेकिन मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूं, मेरा सैलरी तो मेरे को कहीं सैलरी मिल रहा है क्या? बट आई नीड टू कंसीडर माई टाइम कॉस्ट ऑल्सो वाइल टीचिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू. दैट इज नॉट आई एम पेइंग टू एनीबडी, बट दैट इज ऑल्सो कंसिडर्ड इन डिसीजन मेकिंग. इम्प्लिसिट आपका अपना खुद का सैलरी, आपने जो पैसे बिजनेस में लगाए, इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट ऑन दैट, आप अपना जगह में बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, रेंट ऑफ दैट, इम्प्लिसिट कॉस्ट. Business decisions in management accounting cannot be taken only on the basis of explicit cost. They need to consider implicit cost also. Explicit के अलावा implicit भी सोचना होगा. There is another category, relevant irrelevant cost. Relevant cost which is relevant in decision making. Irrelevant cost which is not relevant in decision making. There are different cost classifications. For all the cost classification, क्वेश्चंस आर देयर विच इज न्यूमेरिकल ऑल्सो, थ्योरी ऑल्सो. उनके ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा डिटेलिंग है, उनके बारे में भी डील करना है. अभी मैंने किया नहीं, मैं तो ऐसे ही शॉर्ट में आपको एक इंट्रोडक्शन दे रहा हूं. देन कम्स व्हेन यू हैव द गुड अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ कॉस्ट, देन फॉर एवरी टाइप ऑफ कॉस्ट देयर इज अ चैप्टर. फॉर मटेरियल कॉस्ट देयर इज अ चैप्टर. For labor expenditures, labor cost, there is a chapter. For overhead expenditures, there is a chapter. In overhead, there is fixed and variable cost. यानी कि कॉस्ट को बेसिस करके 4-5 टॉपिक है. फिर उसके बाद when you have the cost details for different types of cost, you have a target. You need to achieve that target. For target setting, there is a chapter, budgeting. When you set the target, what is your actual outcome? What is the difference? What is the variance? There is another topic. Why the variance is there? How can we control the variance? Then what do you say? Budgeting is of two types. One is short-term budget, one is long-term budget. Short-term budget means within 1 month, 1 year maximum, what you will be doing. How much will be your sales? How much will be your cost? But there is a long-term budget. In next 5 years, what you will be doing? What business you will be doing? What naya product you will be launching? That is long-term budgeting, long-term planning. That is also a part of budgeting and management accounting. Separate topic. Then for all these, there is a proper presentation of data, information. There is forecasting required, which involves statistics, subjective estimates. आपको उन सबको estimate करना है. अगर मैं सोचूंगा मेरा next year number of student कितना आएगा, so it requires some forecasting. That is a job of management accounting only. If somebody is doing the calculation, I need to challenge that person whether he is doing correct or not. How the estimation can be done? How can we challenge? How can we help the board members to take the decision based on the estimation? So estimation and all that are there. And then IT के basis पे data को sajana, which is, you can say, I will be teaching at the end, the classification and all that, the information, source of data. Because all these, which is cost, based on cost, different topics, budgeting, variance analysis, then long-term budgeting. For doing the budgeting, you need to apply statistics, estimation, forecast, and then presenting them in a proper format and data and source of information so that the management can take informed decisions. That way the syllabus is covered. Syllabus को ऐसे बनाया गया, तो मैं वैसे ही चलूंगा. मैंने शुरू में इंट्रोडक्शन दिया तो मैं कॉस्ट क्लासिफिकेशन पढ़ाऊंगा, फिर अलग अलग मटेरियल, लेबर, ओवरहेड पढ़ाऊंगा, फिर बजटिंग, फिर उसके बाद स्टैंडर्ड वेरिएंस एनालिसिस, फिर उसके बाद लॉन्ग टर्म बजटिंग, फिर उसके बाद स्टैटिस्टिक्स, हाउ टू फोरकास्ट डेटा, मीन, मीडियन, मोड, रिग्रेशन, टाइम सीरीज, different types of forecasting technique, and then we will be going into presenting those information in a proper way. presenting those information in a structured way to the management so that the management can take informed and correct decisions. That is not any topic. मैं कोई टॉपिक नहीं बोल रहा, मैं जनरली मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग क्या है ये समझा रहा हूं. बिजनेस में मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग बहुत जरूरी है. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू डू बिजनेस, यू कांट मैनेज बिजनेस प्रॉपरली इफ यू डोंट नो मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग. फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग के लिए तो कोई तो अकाउंटेंट को हायर कर लेंगे, वो कर लेगा. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग किसी को हायर करके नहीं होगा, खुद ही करना पड़ेगा. इट्स एन स्किल विच यू नीड टू नो फॉर डूइंग बिजनेस. आप बोलेंगे मेरे को जॉब करना है, तो कोई जगह जाकर उसका बिजनेस मैनेज करेंगे, मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग आना पड़ेगा. और वो मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग पढ़ना भी पड़ेगा, प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल्स भी लेना पड़ेगा. ऑलवेज टेक एग्जांपल्स वेयर योर पेरेंट्स आर वर्किंग, डूइंग जॉब, डूइंग बिजनेस. या मैं अपना एग्जांपल दूंगा या किसी रिलायंस, आईटीसी, ये सब एग्जांपल से प्रैक्टिकलिटी बढ़ेगी. जैसे हम लोग फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग में किया, वैसे ही जितना एग्जांपल्स लेंगे, जितना प्रैक्टिकलिटी में जाएंगे, उतना समझ में आएगा, उतना अच्छा लगेगा, इंटरेस्ट बढ़ेगा. इट्स एन इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट इफ यू थिंक फ्रॉम बिजनेस एंगल. बट इफ यू थिंक जस्ट सॉल्विंग द पेपर क्वेश्चन, वो तो करना ही है यार, एग्जाम में तो पास होना ही है, सभी को होना है. बट उसको ऊपर माने रॉन्ग टर्म, डिटेल में सोचिए, शॉर्टकट नहीं सोचना है. द पर्पस इज नॉट जस्ट सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम एंड दैट्स फिनिश एंड गिविंग द एग्जाम. दैट्स नॉट द पर्पस. सो आई हैव नॉट टॉट एनीथिंग. फर्स्ट क्लास में मैं वैसे भी कुछ पढ़ा नहीं पाता. In financial accounting, I taught only what? Shown the ITC balance sheet and I have shown ITC में कहां पर क्या है, बस इतना ही कराया था. Similarly, I have not taught anything. बस मैंने बताया सिलेबस क्या है, कहां से जाना है, एग्जाम कैसे बुक करना है, कहां से पढ़ना है. देन उसके बाद एग्जाम्शंस वगैरह का क्या चेंजेस आया, वो थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा हो गया, पहले नहीं होता था, वो अभी एक्स्ट्रा आया है. और उसके बाद बेसिक मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग क्या है, आपका सिलेबस क्या है, कैसे आपको पढ़ना है. Which Gaurangi was asking, that was my explanation to her question. What she was asking, what is the schedule? This is the schedule. That way we will be proceeding. Everything is related with one another. But then, if you are not joining 2 classes and you come in the 3rd class, my responsibility to make you understand. हाँ, शुरू में if I am solving some doubts half an hour, you are not, that तो you need to bear with me. When I will start discussing, you will understand. तो आप कभी भी ऐसा मत सोचिए कि क्लास में नहीं आए तो समझ में नहीं आएगा. मैं हूं ना. I will make you understand in every class. After the doubts are solved for any student, then I will, my responsibility to make you. मान लीजिए कोई डाउट नहीं है and I am continuing a topic which I was doing in the last class, मैं आपको समझा दूंगा. Because आप अगर क्लास में नहीं थे, there is somebody who was there, वो कौन सा पढ़ के आया है. सभी लोग पढ़ के थोड़ी ना आते, सबको बराबर लाने का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मेरा. नेवर आस्क, नेवर थिंक शुड आई ज्वाइन द क्लास, आई वाज एब्सेंट फॉर 2 classes. नो प्रॉब्लम, आई एम देयर. बट आप ऐसा होने ही मत दीजिए. Even though if you are missing the class, do the recordings. Complete always with the class. जब आप ये बोलते हैं 2 ही क्लास, तो 2 क्लास तो पढ़िए यार. Whenever new student joins, sir, you will be teaching only 2 classes. They never understand. मेरे को क्या प्रॉब्लम है आपको फटाफट. If I will be running the batch for 3 months, why not I finish in 1 month by taking everyday classes? I don't have a problem. But I know this will be very bad for all of you. Nothing outcome we will be achieving, neither for exam, neither in practical life, anything. सब चीज को आपको भी पढ़ना है, समझना है, टाइम देना है, देन तभी तो होएगा ना. नहीं तो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो लिविंग हियर, we will be starting the first topic, the accounting for management, from the first class, next class. That is the first class. This is just a warm up, overview, syllabus and every different things. जिससे कि आप जब भी मेरे को पूछेंगे, मैं बोलेंगे फर्स्ट क्लास का रिकॉर्डिंग कर लो, सब समझ जाओगे. और कुछ नहीं है. बार बार आप टेंशन मत लो. एक बात को एक ही बार करो. गजनी नहीं बनना है अपने ऊपर लिख कर. ध्यान से एक बात को एक बार सुनना है, समझना है, पूछना है तो क्लास में फिर पूछ लेना कुछ और डाउट होगा. बट इन लॉजिकल डाउट्स एंड ऑल दैट, डोंट सेंड इन व्हाट्सएप एंड ऑल दैट. बी सीरियस एंड वांट टू अचीव समथिंग. बी फोकस्ड. व्हाट डू यू वांट टू अचीव? आपको अपना फोकस से कोई नहीं हटा सके, ऐसा बनिए. Okay, leaving for today. The class timing is Monday, Wednesday, 11:30. आज जानबूझ के मैंने हाफ एन आवर लेट लगा था. रीजन, पहले वाला क्लास 11 o'clock खत्म हुआ है, वो 10 o'clock होता है. एग्जाम्स है उनका, एक्स्ट्रा पूछ रहे हैं, डाउट पूछ रहे हैं, तो मैंने सोचा थोड़ा सा ब्रेक आधा घंटा ले लेते. अदरवाइज टाइमिंग विल बी मंडे, वेडनेसडे 11:30 AM. नो चेंज इन टाइम पॉसिबल, नो रिक्वेस्ट, नथिंग. इट्स द फिक्स टाइम फॉर एवरीबडी. इफ यू आर देयर, you attend, otherwise not. Okay? Leaving. Tada. Thank you. Take care.